السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. حي على الصلاة. حي على الصلاة. حي على الفلاح. حي على الفلاح. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. لا إله إلا الله. لا إله.
اللهم لك الحمد كله ولك الشكر كله وإليك يرجو الأمر كله بيدك الخير كله إنك على كل شيء قدير. نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له. وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. اللهم صل وسلم وبارك على حبيبنا وشفينا وقدوتنا وأستاذنا محمد بن عبد الله الصادق الأمين الذي أرسله الله رحمة للعالمين كما أرسله بشيرا ونذيرا وهاديا إلى الله بإذنه وسراجا منيرا. فيا عباد الله أوصيكم ونفسي بتقوى الله. يقول الله تعالى في كتابه الكريم بعد أن نستعيذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم: يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. وقال أيضا واتقوا الله واعلموا أن الله مع المتقين واتقوا الله واعلموا أنكم إليه تحشرون ومن يتق الله يجعل له من أمره يسرا. The brothers and sisters, I was reading book, the title Nubuwatu Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam min ash-shak ila al-yaqin. The prophethood of Muhammad from doubtful into certainty by Dr. Fadil Saleh Samrawi. So, in this book, it tells about what happened to him when he was young. He was in the college. He had a doubt about everything. And then he became atheist. He didn't believe in God. He didn't believe that Muhammad is a prophet. You know, but he said, "I'm free now. I didn't need to pray, right?" But he said always he have not good life, miserable life. He hang on with the atheist people. They look like happy, but wallahi, when we come home, we couldn't sleep sometimes. Even sometimes I'm walking and I didn't hear somebody say salam to me. My friend said, Salam alaikum. I was walking, he called me like this. Hey man, salam alaikum. Oh, alaikum salam. So I continue searching. So one day, he was in the Ahwaji cafe. And then, in Egypt, cafe have Ida'atul Quran. 24 hours, just Quran. And the ayah was Surah Rum. Alif Lam Mim. Ulibatir Rum. Fi adnal ardi. Wahum min ba'di ghalabihim sayaglibun. He said Roman was defeated. In the crossbar of the city. But following their defeat, they will be victorious. Fi bid'in sinin, after a few years. And then said, on that day, the Muslim will be happy. They said, wait a minute. How did Muhammad know there is war between Roman and Christian? That's number one question. He's in Makkah. No internet, no Wi-Fi. How he did know? Not only that, and then how also he know that Roman was defeated. And then he predict, he never joined any war, he's not general in the army. He predicted that the war will take place again between 3 to 9 years. Right? And then the Roman will be defeat the Persian. Because when Makkah, he knew that Persian, they won the war, they're happy. Because those who have the same belief, Persian was pagan, the Quraysh was pagans, believe the idols. And the one who followed the Dinus Samai, have Wahyu Persian, defeated. Right? And then he said, how about if there is no war anymore? Okay, this war, but also mean the Persian defeating the Roman. So Muhammad mission will be gone. Or this war, maybe after 20 years. But Muhammad decided exactly when. And also he said, Adna al-ard. He precisely mentioned where the war took place. And the word Adna in Arabic could be close, near, or could be the lower, like dunya. If you look at the globe, where's the Palestine? So that he stuck with him. Wait a minute. So he starts studying. No, he come back again. Before he was reading Quran, not pay attention. And that happened exactly what the Quran will describe. Even one of the Meccan people asked Abu Bakr a bidding, what hand it came up. Rasulullah said, go ahead. Because on that time, gambling is not haram yet. And Roman was defeated Persian during the Battle of Badr. So the Muslims have two rejoice on that time. Rejoice because of the victory of Badr and also the victory of Roman on that time. And then he was reading Surah Al-Qamar. Sayuhzamul jam'u wa yuwalluna dubur. Jama, that means the Meccan people, the Quraysh who are strong now. He said will be defeated by a small group. Right? Imagine Muhammad in Mecca. His follower might be only 40 people, mostly Bilal. If somebody say now, Haiti or Brunei will defeat America. I said, what? And that's what happened on that time. He compared. In 8 years after Muhammad migrated, Muhammad came back to Makkah as victorious. Right? And then he read Surah Al-Fatah, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, لَقَدْ صَدَقَ اللَّهُ رَسُولَهُ الرُّؤْيَا بِالْحَقِّ لَتَدْخُلُنَّ الْمَسْجِدَ الْحَرَامَ إِنْ شَاءَ اللَّهُ آمِنِينَ. Muhammad had a dream that he entered Makkah. That's before the Fatah. A dream. Then Allah confirm his dream. Right? And this happened. Right? Not only that, in the end of the ayah said, فَجَعَلَ مِن دُونِ ذَلِكَ فَتْحًا قَرِيبًا, and has guaranteed beside that, beside Fatah Makkah, imminent victory. So, Quran predicted about the Fatah Makkah and also Fatah Khaybar. Right? So how did Muhammad? And then another ayah in Surah Mudaththir, Allah mentioned about one of the Quraysh leader by name Walid, the father of Khalid bin Walid. Right? وَجَعَلْتُ لَهُ مَالًا مَمْدُودًا وَبَنِينَ شُهُودًا وَمَهَّدتُ لَهُ تَمْهِيدًا. Right? ثُمَّ يَطْمَعُ أَنْ أَزِيدَ كَلَّا إِنَّهُ كَانَ لِآيَاتِنَا أَنِيدًا. The man, the richest one in Makkah, they have 10 boys. They are strong men. Right? And he said they want more. The Quran said, Kalla, Allah will not give him more. So wait a minute. How did Muhammad decide somebody, his income, alas, finished. He didn't have kid anymore. And that happened. Exactly. As the Quran mentioned. And then, when he reads Surah Al-Lahab, Tabbat yada abi lahabi wa tab, right? Until the end. So this ayah said that Abu Lahab and his wife will never become Muslim. And they're going to die and go to hellfire. After this surah was revealed, Abu Lahab and his wife lived for 10 years. The question now, what is the easiest way for Abu Lahab to prove it that Muhammad is liar? He's not prophet. Just pretend. You call Meccan people, hey, Muhammad said, I will never become Muslim. Ashhadu an la ilallah wa anna Muhammad Rasulullah. Finish. Why does not come to his mind? Oh, maybe Abu Jahal. Abu Lahab. You always say Muhammad liar. This opportunity. Just say it, man. Just for 1 hour, 2 hours, one day. It's okay. Does not come to Abu Jahal mind. Why? Because human being cannot make a statement about the future. You can predict. You can, inshallah, maybe. Right? But exactly happen according what you predict. If I say to one of you, I said to Oscar, hey, this man, he will never eat banana. What's the easier for him? Just take banana and eat it. Right? This happened to Abu Lahab. He died exactly what the Quran has said. So Muhammad cannot be taken. Right? Is there any ayah that still challenge now to the people? Because that's in the past. Yes. Surah Al-Baqarah, ayah 95. Allah said, قل إن كانت لكم الدار الآخرة عند الله خالصة من دون الناس فتمنوا الموت إن كنتم صادقين. Say, if the final home in Jannah with God is yours alone, to the exclusion of all other people. That means the Jews in Medina said to Muhammad, that only us will go to Jannah, no one else. So the Quran said, tell Muhammad, if I know that I'm going to Jannah, I will ask Allah what? Allah, just take me now. I have to go to work, I have to be, right? Khalas, guarantee Jannah. You will enjoy your life. The reason we don't want to die, no, because we need to prepare. I'm not sure if I go to Jannah or not. But that not only too much. The Quran, the next ayah said, وَلَا يَتَمَنَّوْا أَبَدًا بِمَا قَدَّمَتْ أَيْدِيهِمْ وَاللَّهُ عَلِيمٌ بِالظَّالِمِينَ. They said, but they will never wish for it, for them, right? Because of what their hand have already, because of their sin. Escape. The question to all of you, what's the easiest one to prove it now that the Quran is not book of God? One of a Jew was CNN, top news. Hey, according to the Holy Quran, chapter 2, verse 95, 96, no Jew will ask God for death. I am a Jew. Oh God, please take away my soul. In Arab country, we have millions of people non-Muslim, Ahlul Kitab. No comfort. Because if they ask, they will die. They're scared. This is the Quran. Right? Subhanallah. His friend, when he started coming to Islam and talk about this, said, no, Muhammad copied from Ahlul Kitab. Okay, that's true. There's lots similarity of the story in the Holy Quran. But how Muhammad he know something that didn't find in the book of Torah or Injil? For example, about the Fir'aun, right? If you read any book, Torah, Injil, historian book, what happened to Fir'aun? Who with Musa drowned, died. What happened to his body? Nobody knows. But the Quran mentioned, فَالْيَوْمَ نُنَجِّيكَ بِبَدَنِكَ. This day, I save your body. So Morris Bukai, when he know this, wait a minute, he's expert in Egyptian story. I say, wait a minute, between Muhammad and Musa, it's almost 3,000 years. How did Muhammad know this body is? Subhanallah. Yeah. So that's Dr. Fadl. But also, if you read Gary Miller, Gary Miller is the scientist, doctor from Canada. He was expert in Bible, and he was going to send him to be missionary. But he said, I'm going to send to the Muslim country. You have to know their religion. So he studied Quran. But because in Perfect said this book was revealed to Muhammad. Wait a minute, I have to know this man first. So he studied the Sirah. All of us, we know the Sirah a lot, but we never analyze like him. So in one occasion, he says, prove to him that he is prophet. He said, when he was in the cave with Abu Bakr, and Abu Bakr see the legs of the enemy. He said, yeah, he was scared. Lord, if one of them bow down, they will see us. He said, Muhammad was calm. La tazan inna Allah ma'ana. Don't worry, Allah will. He said, if Muhammad wasn't prophet, you're going to be like him. Panic. You're right, man. He had tried to find the escape. Always calm. When the Quraysh asked the Jews, Ahlul Kitab, they said, look, this new man, his name Muhammad, he claimed to be a prophet, and you have the book. I want to try to find something to ask question that he cannot answer. I said, okay, ask him 3 questions. Right? The first one about the young people who were slaves 309 years, and ask about the Qarnain and about the Ruh. If he answer all, he's not prophet. He answer 1, he's not prophet. He cannot answer, he's not prophet. If he answer 2, and he cannot answer 1, he is prophet. So they went to Makkah. Hey Muhammad, tell me about these 3. Muhammad said, okay, Gadan, tomorrow. So he cannot answer by himself, waiting for Jibreel. The next day, Muhammad, where's the answer? I'm sorry, Jibreel didn't come. Almost 1 month. I think you know the story, right? But Gary Miller said, if Muhammad was not prophet, he'd be what? He's busy. He couldn't get there. You know the story? No story. He was calm. This is the proof that he is what? And then he became Muslim. And also he said, the Quran, many verses challenge people. قُلْ إِن كُنْتُمْ فِي رَيْبٍ مِّمَّا نَزَّلْنَا عَلَىٰ عَبْدِنَا فَأْتُوا بِسُورَةٍ مِّن مِّثْلِهِ. If you doubt this book not from Allah, produce 1 surah, like Inna Atayna. This challenge for what? 1400 years ago until now. How many people, non-Muslim, they are understand Arabic? No. He said, no one in the world who wrote the book and challenge people. Hey, I wrote the book. If you can find 1 mistake, the word, sentence, anything in my book, I will give you $500,000. Nobody. There's no perfect book in the world. Only Muhammad. Right? أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر لكم وادعوا الله وأنتم الحمد لله حمدا يوافي نعمه ويكافئ. يا ربنا لك الحمد كما ينبغي لجلال وجهك وعظيم سلطانك. إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. اللهم صل وسلم وبارك عليه. Maybe one of you ask question, why I brought this story? Right? You brothers, because our Iman is in the heart. And heart in Arabic and qalbun. Qalbun being changed. And also the Quran said, our Iman something what? Up and down. Rasulullah SAW, the dua he means a lot what? Ya muqallibal qulub, thabbit qalbi ala dinik. Oh, the one who changed heart, please keep my heart. Right? The Quran says also, Fatazilla qadamun ba'da thubutiha. People sleep after they have Iman. So we have to be worried. And one of the reasons that Imam become weak, what? Ignorant. He didn't have clue about Islam. Islam become like a character. That's the problem our youth. Our youth intellectually weak, spiritually weak. I challenge you now, when you go home, ask your son, your daughter, what is Iyyaka na'budu? What? You know. What surah you read? Al-Ikhlas. What Allahu Samad? What Samad mean? That's your children. I challenge you, ask. Right? So in 1 week, how many of us that just have 1 day to spend with your family, ta'aleem, Listen, right? Rasulullah said, "Idza marartum bi riyadil jannah farta'u." If you pass by the garden of Jannah, is it visit. Rasulullah was garden Jannah for majalis ilm, right? And you have opportunity for everything. You know, if I invite you for nikah, for akikah, wedding, everybody come. It's good. But tomorrow we have halal. How many will come? Because Shaitan, he knew, right? Number one, he know the value of seeking knowledge, right? You know, 1 hour seeking knowledge better than your ibadah all night. Better you'll visit 1,000 a sick person, right? Subhanallah. What the first word Allah teach Adam? Wa'allama Adaman asma. Knowledge. Rasulullah, Iqra. Knowledge. Right? Every Sunday I have tafsir class at 4 o'clock. Just 1 hour. Alhamdulillah, people join. The last one from Australia. He take me, thank you. I watch the YouTube with my family. And Alhamdulillah, they have something. A sister, he went to Kenya, visit her mother, and then after finish class, Sheikh Joban make dua for my mom. So, you in Kenya? I said, I don't want to miss it because it affect my family. Right? Imagine in 1 month, in 1 year, your wife, your children, never say, hear, Qala Allah, Qala Rasulullah. And what you expected? And they was bombarded with all this media. There's in Imam conference, one of the Imam told the story. He said, Sheikh, I would like to invite you after khutbah to my house. I have lunch with you. Because my daughter asked me many questions. I said, okay. So after lunch, his daughter came. And the Imam said, he wearing clothes is astaghfirullah. And she asked very good question, I mean, legitimate question. She said, my dad didn't let me to have boyfriend. Why? What's wrong with boyfriend? Why Islam everything haram? I have your friend, he's gay, he's lesbian. They are good people. So the Imam said, many questions, about 17 questions. And he said, I saw a Quran there. I took the Quran. He said, look, inshallah, I can answer all your questions. But you will believe in this book? I'm not sure. Did you ever read this book? My dad never asked me to read. I told his father, how you expect it? Your student think Islam is culture. He didn't have any knowledge. So we have to start from us. Start to study. You know, in America, in 90s, there is a Sheikh, his name Ahmad Qattan, used to come mostly teaching the Arab people from college, Gulf, to study here, right? So one day he would talk about Jannah, about hellfire, and one listener, his name was Saleh, he was crying. And he said, Sheikh, I wish, my brother, he hear this. I said, why? He's in Oman. In summer like this, he went to Paris, to Bangkok. He do all this kind of evil. Did you record it? He said, yeah. Send to him. On that still cassette. So he sent it to him. When he received the cassette from America, he thought it was Michael Jackson. So he turned on in the car. Assalamu alaikum. Oh, Michael Jackson gave food. But Alhamdulillah, his lecture, and then he stopped. Man, if I'm dying. So he called again his brother Saleh. Is Sheikh still there? They said, no. They come back together. And then he talked to Sheikh. And then he became a good Muslim. He was always come to masjid. Right? Cassette. One cassette. How much? It changed a lot. اللهم اجعلنا من الذين يسمعون القول فيتبعون أحسنه. اللهم اهدنا على الإسلام والسنة وتوفنا على الإيمان. اللهم اجعل خير أمرنا آخره وخير أعمالنا خواتمه وخير أيامنا يوم نلقاك في إنك على كل شيء قدير. اللهم اغفر للمؤمن المؤمنات والمسلمين المسلمات الأحياء منهم والأموات إنك سميع الدعوات يا مجيب الحاجات. عباد الله، إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون. واذكروا
الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح قد قامت الصلاة قد قامت الصلاة. الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله.
استووا واعتدلوا. الله أكبر. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. ويطوف عليهم غلمان لهم كأنهم لؤلؤ مكنون وأقبل بعضهم على بعض يتساءلون قالوا إنا كنا قبل في أهلنا مشفقين فمن علينا ووقانا عذاب السموم إنا كنا من قبل ندعوه إنه هو البر الرحيم. فذكر فما أنت بنعمة ربك بكاهن ولا مجنون. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. أم يقولون شاعر نتربص به ريب المنون قل تربصوا فإني معكم من المتربصين أم تأمرهم بهذا أم هم قوم طاغون أم يقولون تقوله بل لا يؤمنون فليأتوا بحديث مثله إن كانوا صادقين. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.
Assalamu alaikum. Hope everybody is having a good summer, inshallah. So quite a lot of activities are happening right after, inshallah, Sunnah prayer at 2 p.m. The small businesses can learn, and they're having a workshop on Washington grants writing. If you want to apply for grants, they're having it in MPR. Tonight, between 7 to 8 p.m., there's a open house for youth seminary. We did one offering last in the winter, and they are going to repeat it. So inshallah, you can learn a lot more about it. They are going to focus on Islamic mannerism and Aqidah 201. So inshallah, tomorrow is a summer bazaar from 12 p.m. to 7 p.m. Lot of 6 p.m. Lot of vendors are coming, and it's free entry. So a lot of local vendors are here, and you can inshallah bring your neighbors, non-Muslims as well for that. We are also launching MAPS mentorship program. We are going to have our first rotation. This is to help young professionals, high school students, college students, inshallah. We'll have our professional, all the people in tech, inshallah, we can leverage and learn from. So we'll have our first rotation, and if you want to apply, just go to our website or look at the newsletter and sign up, inshallah. Then there are a number of educational programs, Quran classes, Precious Hearts School. All the registration is on, so just go to website and register. And besides that, our weekly halakas here in MAPS Redmond as well as MAPS Seattle, quite a lot of halakas are happening on a weekly basis. So please take a look and inshallah participate. Barakallah.
Assalamu alaikum. I wanted to, Jazakallah khair, Sheikh Joban and Brother Nasser for the announcements. And I wanted to add one more announcement in particular about the open house we have tonight for the youth seminary, and just expand on that for a second. The youth seminary is a program that we started, as Brother Nasser mentioned, last winter. And the objective is to give youth a solid foundation in their deen. But it does require more commitment than normally Islamic programs require. There is homework, there are assessments, there is an attendance requirement. So it's a way for people youth especially, to study their deen in a more serious manner. And so that's going to be on Sundays, inshallah, at 4 p.m. And both of the instructors are graduates of the Qalam Seminary. They're of the people who we sent to Dallas to study Islam under Sheikh Abdul Nasir Jangla and other teachers, and they've come back and they're giving back in that way. And there is a limited capacity. I believe it's more than half full. We announced it yesterday. It's already more than half full, the youth seminary. So if you would like to join that, if you would like more information, that open house is tonight, inshallah, at 7 p.m. Also, we have a dua request for Brother Shu'aib Uthman. He's one of the housekeepers here at MAPS. His brother passed away in Somalia in a car accident at the age of 20. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive him. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala enter him into paradise. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give comfort and ease and patience to his family, because that is such a tragic loss at a young age, which none of us expect that we will pass before the time that we have in mind. And the time can come at any moment. So it's a lesson for us all. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive that brother. May Allah have mercy on him and enter him into Jannatul Firdaus and accept him as shaheed. Ameen ya Rabbil Alameen. Jazakumullah khair. Also, there's a correction on the Conviction Circles halaqah. It's at 7 p.m. and not 7:30. Jazakumullah khair. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.